Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the accent tag, and I know a lot of people have probably been doing this tag, but most recently I saw it done by Jessie Darling, and Jessie Darling 93, Jessie Darling I guess, and I wanted to do it as kind of like a response to her video or linking her video below, because I take it we're both from around the same area. We both live, I know she lives around New York City. She lives like a little further away from the city than I do. I live maybe 5 minutes from the city, if not technically in the city, you know. But I'm not going to tell you where I live because that would just be kind of creepy. But yeah, so I wanted to do this because I wanted to see because you get a list of words and a list of questions, and it'll kind of show what accent you have. Now, I know when I go to Massachusetts, where some of my family's from, I tend to if I'm with them for a while, I'll tend to kind of get their accent. I'm one of those bad people, if I'm around a lot of English people, which I went to this thing with school, and it was camp counselors, and they were all English, and by the end of the day, being with them for 12 hours, I would say some words with an English accent. They probably thought I was mocking them, but I wasn't. It's just whoever I'm with, I kind of mimic their accent. I don't know. But, yeah. So, I know some people can tell I'm from New York. That might be just because the way I talk, not the accent, maybe just the stuff I say, or how I talk with my hands, even though I'm not Italian. I don't know. But I can definitely, I was thinking about how I say these words, and definitely you can hear some sort of an accent, whatever it may be, in my words. So we're going to start off with the list of words, which I'll probably list in the actual video. If not, sorry, my hair, it's going in the back. I think it's frizzing up, or I'll just post below. But first, the first word is aunt. Now that's your mother's sister, aunt. I say aunt, but when I'm actually referring or talking to my aunt, I say auntie or auntie. I say auntie because for instance, I have an Aunt Lisa, so if I'm talking to her or about her, or she comes up in a conversation, I'll say Auntie Lisa. I think for all my aunts I say auntie, but if I'll say auntie if I'm talking about them, but if someone asks me, I don't know, I'll say this is aunt whoever, but I generally don't say that because sometimes I don't know, I generally say auntie, so it's aunt and auntie. There we go. Root, the car root. Wash, oil, theater, iron. I don't know if that's the clothing iron or the mineral. I'm not sure. Salmon, caramel, fire, water, shore, data, ruin, crayon, which a lot of people make fun of me for. Don't worry, a lot of my friends do too. Toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught. Those are all of the words, and then there's questions, and I guess the answer is something where some places they have different words. I'm just going to share with you the weirdest one I think I've heard, and that was from my cousin's boyfriend, because they all live in Massachusetts, and they have very strong Boston accents, but basically he was talking about school, we were all talking about school, and he goes, oh yeah, the other day I went in the hallway and I took a sip from the bubbler, and my mom and I just kind of looked at him the what? And he was the bubbler where the water comes out. We were the water fountain? Yeah, no, we call it a bubbler. I was oh, I think that was one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. But anyway, getting into the actual questions. One, what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? We call it TPing. Two, what is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? I call it a roly-poly, but I'm pretty sure it has like some specific scientifical name or something. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda. What do you call gym shoes? I call them sneakers. What do you say to address a group of people? I'll say, hey, like how I start my videos. Hey guys. I don't really say hello. It's too formal, I guess. People from New York will generally use words that aren't as formal, but if I'm gonna be honest, I totally speak in like I am all the time. So I'm not one of the obnoxious people that go, oh my god, LOL. No, but I'll say OMG or OMG or what else do I say often? GWTP, get with the program. What else do I say? I say one that I came up with on my own. I'll probably think of it, but Oh, JTLYK, just to let you know. I say that all the time. Or BT dubs, BTW, by the way. I don't know. Anyway, back to the questions. What do you call the kind of spider or spider-like creature that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? We call them daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? Well, I have 2 sets of grandparents, and both of my grandmas I call Grammy, and one of my grandpas I call Pop Pop, and one, I think that's because I couldn't say grandpa, so Pop Pop, I guess, I don't know. But now my whole family calls him that because I was the oldest grandchild. I am the oldest grandchild. So I guess everyone just, all my cousins decided to like take after me and call him Pop Pop too. But whatever. And then the other one I just call Grandpa. But like it's the same thing with auntie, like auntie and then their first name. Grandpa and then the first name. So yeah. What do you call the wheeled contraption that in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? If it's at the supermarket, I call it a grocery cart. If it's at a like shopping store like Target or something, I call it a shopping cart. Yeah. What do you call it when rain falls, when the sun is shining? A sun shower. And what is the thing you change the channel with, like the TV channel with? I just call it a remote. Some people call it the clicker, the remote control, but that just takes too long to say, so I just say remote. Like I mentioned before, a lot of New Yorkers don't want to be bothered with like, generally it's all like go, go, go. Like when you're in the city, when I see a tourist, when they're walking down the street and they take forever to walk down that street. If you're from New York, you need to get where you're going and you need to get there fast. Like it's speed walking all the time. You don't dilly-dally, like it's not even funny. So, and then you see people like, that stupid tourist, like, and then you like kind of like do the little scooch thing, and then you look back like, are you serious? You can walk a little faster than that. So between that and talking fast generally, even though in videos I kind of like slow it down a little bit for you guys, but generally if I know what I'm talking about, I will talk about it so fast. If I have a lot to say. What else? A lot of abbreviations generally. A lot of talking with hands, even if you're not, I know it's like an Italian thing, but talking with hands is a huge thing in New York, because you want to get your point, you want to get your point across fast. I'm not a bit Italian. I do have a lot of Italian friends, but I'm not a bit Italian, but I talk with my hands, and now I'm so aware of it that I'm talking with my hands. It's like disturbing me a lot. Anyway, so that is it for the questions and this video. Leave a video response below, and I'd love to see them, and I'll talk to you guys soon.